My name is Melanie Ayoola. I'm the Executive Director of Tranter IT. Tranter IT is an IT infrastructure services company, 18 years old, and we're a major player in IT services solutions in Nigeria. As a woman in tech, I often get asked the question, what's it like being a woman in tech? And when I first started in the technology industry in this capacity, I didn't notice any difference or any challenges, to be very honest. And as I became more observant and had more interactions with different industries, I noticed that women play a vital role. And in Tranter IT, we have a focus in developing women. A lot of our IT support engineers, e-banking engineers, e-business representatives, our data center engineers that we have in our outsourced IT support business. A lot of them are women, and increasingly so, we find more and more women requesting to be part of our boot camps that we hold about 3 to 4 times a year, where we train people to be professionals in IT support, because that's one of our major lines of business. And we've seen the numbers increase, and in today's world in Nigeria we have 22% of the tech industry as women. That's pretty low. That's about 1/5, a little bit over 1/5. But I know that's an increase from what it was the previous year. And with a lot of the initiatives that Tranter IT has to continue the training of Nigerian youths and graduates, of which we have already embarked upon training of 50 full stack developers within our Bullseye program, where we train developers, data analysts, graphic designers, UI UX, digital marketers, as well as IT automation specialists. We plan to expand on this year and moving forward to ensure that the talent gap in Nigeria is nurtured, is replaced. The drain of talent away from Nigeria, looking for greener pastures and better opportunities, that gap that is created needs to be filled, and we're proud to be actively doing something about that and providing Nigerian youth and Nigerian graduates with opportunities to enter the tech space, providing women who are interested to be able to empower themselves with the knowledge and the training to enter the tech space, because we need these hands. Nigeria needs trained, well-trained youth with work experience to be ready to fill in all the gaps that are there in the organizations in Nigeria. And one last point, I have to really give it to the HR department of organizations in Nigeria, the management and the teams that are filling in for people who have just so swiftly moved out, migrated from their positions in organizations in Nigeria, leaving massive gaps. Sometimes departments have been cut in half, reduced by 50%. Some departments are left with nobody in there, and it takes a lot for a company to keep standing, keep the operations up. And we know that the HR departments of Nigerian companies have been working tirelessly to ensure that companies' operations are unaffected by these gaps. It's a difficult feat, so I'd just like to say well done to the organizations in Nigeria for really keeping the operations up and not letting the talent drain become so obvious. I happen to know from being in the IT industry how well managed those situations have been. And as a director and executive director in Tranter IT, that's one of the supporting reasons we had to quickly expand our training to ensure that the companies that we serve can also benefit from training that they trust from us, and service that they trust from us, the manpower, the IT support, the developers, and all the other roles that we have available for the organizations that we serve.